Good morning, Brandon. How are you doing today?
Good morning. It's great to be with you.
Dude, you got to feel like Christopher Columbus because the discoveries that you get involved in and how you bring people with you, is it like a giant ship floating across the ocean?
It is. It's frontier science at its best. I mean, what we are documenting, we believe for the first time, with a team of experts, third-party professionals, is nothing short of stunning, and it's groundbreaking in realizing that the nature of our world, our reality, is much more complex than people might think. And Skinwalker Ranch, for whatever reason, seems to be the center of gravity for everything from UFO sightings to bizarre cattle mutilations and other strange phenomena. It's a privilege to be the steward of such an enigmatic piece of property.
Well, Brandon, I got to give you guys credit for, because when you started this show, the government was not saying, oh, yeah, we believe in this. They were still a bunch of naysayers. But now look at what's happening. And I believe that you guys were one of the leaders of helping people understand that this is not just something, like an urban legend. You guys are really bringing some truth forward.
You bet. Well, our consulting physicist, Dr. Travis Taylor, was revealed in this season as the former confidential chief scientist for the Pentagon's UFO task force, or UAP task force. And to have his insight coupled with continued validation that strange phenomena is occurring in our own skies, that trained pilots, decorated fighter pilots are encountering these things, and now, of course, we're validating the fact that that this phenomena continues to persist at Skinwalker Ranch in the heart of the Uinta Basin is an exciting new chapter of discovery that we're documenting and presenting to the public for the first time.
You guys are expanding the show now. I mean, you're going into other areas of the nation because everybody says that they've got something in their own backyard, and you guys are saying, well, let's take a look. Let's really dig into this and find out what's happening.
You bet. We're unveiling the series Beyond Skinwalker on June 6th that takes the investigation beyond the gates of Skinwalker Ranch to other sites that have claimed strange activity, to either debunk those sites or prove that there is reality to the claims, and using not only a team of experts but also equipment and expertise to document that for the first time in many of those locations. I think will help not only drive our investigation in general, but also help yield some answers. What is the nature of the phenomena? Why is this persisting, and what common threads may exist that tie these sites together and hopefully open new doors of understanding into the nature of our world, our reality.
Brandon, what's really been fascinating about being with you for all of these different seasons and years is the fact that you don't just focus on the sky, that you actually go underground. You are teaching us to look beneath our feet.
You bet. There's an ancient symbol that is carved on the rock face that I was shown the day that I acquired the property, that many believe symbolizes as above, so below. And with our investigation, we've seen phenomena occur not only in the skies above the property, but we are documenting strangeness below, and we are digging deeper, both figuratively and literally, to try to understand the mechanism behind a lot of these strange and disturbing activity that occurs on this property.
Mm-hmm. Author and director Clive Christopher says that most UAPs, as well as paranormal activity, usually happens around wherever there's mountains and military bases. Do you find that as being a mile marker as well?
Yeah. It may be a factor, although Hill Air Force Base is located, I think, about 150, 160 miles away. I did believe that there was a natural, prosaic explanation for what had been reported when I acquired the property. I'd never seen a UFO or ghost or anything of the sort, and acquired the property as an open-minded skeptic, only to end up having my world turned upside down, having my own UFO sighting in broad daylight with multiple witnesses at my side, and also seeing strange electromagnetic anomalies. Even one individual on that day in particular rendered catatonic. It's intriguing and I think very daunting to experience the reality of these things, and the fact that we're not alone. That there are things happening in our skies. In our world that defy conventional explanation.
I think one of the things that always brings up a lot of conversation between my wife and I is the fact that we visibly see that there's a rise in the radiation, but when you return with other people, it's gone. It's like, wait a second, I get stuck in mud, I can't move. How can radiation move like that beneath the surface?
Yeah, it's transient. I mean, this is transient in nature, and we've had countless environmental experts come out to the ranch to test the environment, both before and also after incidents have occurred, and they're just as perplexed as we are, and can't find the known cause. So whatever we are interacting with, whether it be flying saucers, other bizarre activities showing up, there are electromagnetic signatures, gravitational anomalies that seem to attend these events that we are documenting. In many cases, I believe, for the very first time and presenting to the public. That's the groundbreaking part of our docuseries is really documenting this with a team of experts and third-party professionals and bringing it forward.
Do you feel like a pioneer or an archaeologist? I mean, it's because you are uncovering, but yet you're also discovering.
Yeah, I consider myself a steward, even though I'm the owner of the property. I believe this is a stewardship. It's a responsibility, and my team feels the same way. I mean, we're trying to get to the bottom of what's happened. I mean, people on my team have ended up in the hospital with mysterious illnesses, injuries, have encountered very negative things associated with their role at the ranch and their interaction with the property, and they're hell-bent on getting the answers, understanding the nature of what we are dealing with. What is the agenda? What is the origin associated with so much of this strange activity?
With those injuries and things, do you fear? Because, I can't even walk into a forest at night. I fear it. But what about you?
Every time. That's why I have someone offer a prayer. I try to enter the property with the spirit of reverence and humility. And what we are dealing with is daunting. It defies explanation, and I think entering with caution and humility is something that is important. And we advise all who enter the property to prepare themselves, regardless of any religious ideology or belief system. We believe that it's important, from really a consciousness standpoint, to be prepared and know that you're about to enter a place where whatever we are dealing with has command not only space-time, but also can have very damaging, harmful impact.
It also commands money. How the heck are you affording all of these tests?
Well, I'm fortunate to have a lot of business interests. I mean, in the commercial real estate business, nice. I'm chairman of Colliers International for the Intermountain West, that is the largest commercial real estate service provider, representing hundreds of landmark projects. I mean, those efforts help fund and really drove a lot of the resource, especially before engaging with the History Channel. I mean, the scientific platforms, the equipment being deployed, all of that comes out of my own pocket and has been a part of my very personal science investigation that launched in April of 2016.
Wow. Well, we have been with you since day one, the first episode with the Secret of Skinwalker Ranch. And now with this spinoff that's coming up on June 6th. Dude, you just have us, and we live vicariously through you.
Well, hey, I prepare to have your minds blown. I think everything that has come before is a mere prelude to what we are going to be unveiling in the weeks ahead. And that's not a sales pitch. That's not hype. That's just the damn truth. What you're about to witness in the weeks ahead, it's going to blow your mind.
Oh, I can't wait.
Look forward to sharing the journey with all those who are interested.
Absolutely.
And dare watch.
Please come back to this show anytime in the future. The door is always going to be open for you, Brandon.
Well, it's a privilege being with you. Thank you for following our journey, and get ready. We're just getting warmed up.
You be brilliant today, okay, sir?
Hey, take care.